Well, in life, like I've been saying all along, is that there's something called connections, and especially there are friendships. These friendships can make or break, can accelerate, can catalyze, can give us access, can help us in different ways. And therefore, I want us to continue talking about the purpose of friendships in the pursuit of our life of purpose in this new series. And in this episode today, I want us just to look deeper into friendships before we can start talking about the advantages that we accrue from the friendships that we do have. See, no man is an island. We've already identified that. And there is a lot of benefit when you have people who are like kindred hearts, people who understand you, people who know you, people who love you, people who care for you as you do for them. Stay tuned for more out of this.
Welcome to the Life Signatures podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut, there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
There is a great chance that the things that you have in your life today, the things that you're passionate about, the values that you do have, there is a chance that the dreams that you possess, maybe the teams you support, are catalyzed by friendships. There is a big chance when we rub shoulders with people, they cross-pollinate us, so to speak. We learn from them. We grow from them. Our eyes are opened and we get exposed to things that we otherwise wouldn't have if we were alone. And therefore, friendships are important. People are also important in our lives. And life, though, is shaped by the friendship that we have. Whether loose friendships or pure ones, it is important to note that the life that we're going to have is going to be dictated thus. The quality of it is by a large percentage shaped by the company that we keep. If you keep company with, like that's what Jim Rohn said, if you keep company with 5 fools, you become the 6th. Chances are that you bought something because a pure friend recommended it. Yeah? Chances are that there are people who moved locations and houses based on the input of their pure friends. There are those ones that, have children attending school, their children attending school based on the recommendations of a friend. See how big this is. In fact, there are guys who have been married, started their own families based on a recommendation of a friend. There are those ones who've been given ideas, followed up those ideas, and they have earned big time because of the connection of a friend. It could be that you got married. If you tracked down, by the way, how you got married and so on, it could be that it was out of a pure friendship. In other words, you didn't just wake up and you saw her, or she saw you, or whatever it is, you saw him. Chances are that you might have been connected by a friend. And probably it is a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, but the point is there was a connection in there. And probably we are not so keen to identify the achievements, to identify the access that we've gotten, to identify the growth that we've accrued, to identify the acquisitions that we have. Probably we are not so keen to identify that these things in our lives, they have been directly or indirectly brought to us by the friends that we do have. Therefore, it goes without saying that the quality of the life we live, for the most part, if you get to understand it and you get to be intentional about it, you realize that the quality of the life we live is directly proportional to the quality of the friendships that we keep. The company that we keep shapes our lives, shapes the decisions that we make, shapes the choices, creates opportunities. If it is good, probably it's because of the quality of those friendships. If it is bad, probably chances are that it is because of those friendships. Once again, some years back, this mighty songstress with a golden voice, Whitney Houston, she passed away. Rumors, maybe I'm getting my facts wrong, but rumors are that she OD'd, she overdosed. And if you look at some people, they started blaming the company that she kept in the name of a musician, I think called Bobby Brown, I think, something of that nature. That he poisoned her. That she was going places and she was irreplaceable, so to speak. But she got into a wrong company. I heard a story by a particular pastor. Either it's called Jensen Franklin or it's called Perry Stone. Say that there was a Christian girl, Christian in that devoted, born again. One day, a group of friends were going out to party, to dance the night away, and they asked her to accompany them. And she did. When they were out there, drinking and so on, she said, "No, I am a designated driver, I'm not going to drink." And so she kept end of her bargain. Coming back home, 3 o'clock, before they get home, they get into an accident, and guess what? All the other girls survived, but this one, the born-again one, died. So the question will be, how was her life shaped? Chances are that she could still be alive if she was not involved in that clique, in those friendships. So, directly or indirectly, I need you to start looking around and looking at the quality of the people you keep in your circles. Did you know that, for the most part, you will believe your friend more than you will believe an advertisement on TV, on radio, on social media? In fact, advertisements, they use something called social proof. In other words, if you see very many people that you know actually have endorsed something, your chances of endorsing it or using it are likely to go so high because you value the friendship. In other words, our lives are dictated consciously or unconsciously by the relationships that we keep and by the friendships that we keep. So in the pursuit of purpose, it is absolutely critical to be in good company. That's what I want us to discuss in the episodes going forward. And this aspect of life is so serious that even Jesus Christ himself had an inner circle. Peter, John, and James. And so if he did, then also us, we need to do the same thing. There are very many reasons as to why we should have these relationships. very many reasons as to why we should have these pure relationships, and I'm going to cover these reasons in the episode tomorrow. But I want us to see later on what the friendships do in our purpose pursuit. But today, what I want you to go home with is this: you are consciously or unconsciously shaping your life by the company around you, the company you keep. Ever notice that if you move into a neighborhood where everyone owns a satellite dish? Okay, let me speak to the crowd that grew up when there was analog TV. But if you moved in those days into a neighborhood where 3/4 of the people had a satellite dish, it doesn't take more than 3 months, you already have viewers also. Move into a neighborhood where the kids are riding bikes, mountain bikes, wearing Nikes and fillers, it doesn't take long before you also buy the same gadgets for your kids. We consciously and unconsciously are being shaped by the companies that we keep, by the people that we allow in our lives, either consciously again or unconsciously. See, there are some incidences where you just can't decide. Case in point, you go to high school, boarding high school, and most of the friends that you decide to keep in boarding high school are smokers and they're sneaking out of school. I interviewed someone in these episodes. It's called Bill Bekunda, and he said something very powerful. He became an alcoholic. Became an alcoholic in high school because of the company that he kept. This man had an opportunity to become a diplomat, but he was influenced by alcohol and he missed out. It's not that he wanted to, drink and so on. He just got influenced by friends. So there are sad stories you can hear all over the place, but there are also very good stories you can hear because of the friendships that influence people positively. So take note, you today, yesterday, and forever are being shaped by the companies that you keep. Tomorrow, we'll look at why these pure friendships are important and why we need them before we can proceed later on to discuss what exactly these friendships do in our pursuit of purpose. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.